I'm Jamie, 62, sitting on the porch of this beautiful lake house, watching the sunset over the water. I can hardly believe how far I've come. It's been a year since that fateful Thanksgiving, a day that shattered my world but also led me to a new beginning. It all started when my son Ethan, a 38-year-old tech mogul who'd built a fortune from scratch, visited me on Thanksgiving. He was always so busy with his business, but I was still excited to see him. Behind him was his wife, Lily. She was young, beautiful, and always dressed in the latest designer clothes. I'd always thought she was a bit materialistic, but I never imagined the extent of her deception. As we sat down to dinner, Ethan talked about his plans to expand his business overseas. Lily chimed in about their luxury vacations and the renovations they were doing to their mansion. I nodded and smiled, but each word made me feel more and more like an outsider in their world. Then, as I was serving the apple pie, Ethan leaned back and asked, "Mom, how do you like the beach house I bought you 2 years ago? I know you've always loved the ocean." I was stunned. Beach house? What beach house, Ethan? I've never received one. Ethan looked at Lily, who had gone deathly still. "Mom, I had it transferred to your name for your birthday. The deed and monthly maintenance payments were all taken care of by my assistant, Sarah." My legs felt weak. Monthly payments? I've never gotten any money like that. I've been struggling to pay for my arthritis medication. Last month, I even had to choose between buying groceries and paying the heating bill. Ethan's face went pale. "That's impossible." Sarah assured me everything was in order. Just then, Lily stood up abruptly. "Oh, I just remembered I need to make a call about a business meeting tomorrow. Excuse me." She rushed towards the kitchen, but there was something off about her haste. Ethan was clearly in shock. He started scrolling through his phone, trying to find the paperwork. "Mom, I have all the receipts and transfer confirmations. The monthly payments were $2,000 each, sent to an account in your name." I felt dizzy. $2,000 a month for 2 years was a huge amount of money. I don't have an account like that. My account ends with 3456. Ethan called Sarah. When he put the phone on speaker, Sarah's voice came through. "Mr. Thompson, the deed was mailed to the address Mrs. Thompson provided, 567 Elm Street, apartment 3C, and the monthly payments were transferred to an account ending with 7,890, as she requested." I'd never lived at Elm Street. Ethan's eyes turned cold as he looked at Lily. "Lily, explain." Lily's composure broke. She started sobbing. "Ethan, my parents were in debt. Their house was about to be foreclosed. I just borrowed the money temporarily. I was going to pay it back." I was furious. "Borrowed? You mean stole?" I've been working double shifts at the local diner, barely making ends meet, while you've been living in luxury." Ethan was devastated. "Lily, this is fraud. You stole my mother's identity and her money." Over the next few days, we dug deeper. The bank records showed that Lily had opened multiple accounts in my name at different banks. She'd also applied for credit cards and taken out loans, all in my name. I was now under investigation for tax evasion because of the false income she'd reported. We found out that Lily had access to my personal information from Ethan's home office. She'd planned this all along, pretending to be a loving daughter-in-law while systematically ruining my life. When we confronted Lily at the beach house, her parents were there too. They claimed they didn't know anything. Lily was crying and begging for forgiveness, but I was no longer moved. Ethan decided to divorce her. The legal process was long and painful, but in the end, justice was served. The beach house, which was legally in my name, though forged, was returned to me. The money that had been stolen was recovered, and my name was cleared with the IRS. Ethan, who had been so caught up in his business, became a more present son. He started visiting me regularly, taking me to doctor's appointments, and making sure I was okay. Moving into the beach house was both a dream come true and a bittersweet experience. It carried the weight of all that had happened, but I was determined to make it my own. Now, as I sit here, I look back on the past year. I've learned so much about myself, about trust, and about the power of resilience. Lily's actions stole 2 years of my life, but they also gave me a new perspective. I've forgiven myself for being too trusting, and I've forgiven Ethan for being deceived. I've also decided to retire from the diner. I have enough money to live comfortably, and I want to enjoy my remaining years in peace. Ethan is dating a wonderful woman named Ava, a financial analyst who knows all about what happened. She seems honest and kind, and I'm happy for Ethan. Life has a funny way of working out. This beach house, once a symbol of betrayal, has become my sanctuary, and I'm finally at peace.